cut across right now directly to Mr. PDT Achary, our constitutional expert on the show. So it all started this morning with an invitation sent out by the President of Bharat. Now that is what, of course, the letter of invitation said. There is no mention of the word India. I want to ask you, sir, very clearly, in terms of the constitutionality of it, is it legal, illegal? Is it constitutional, unconstitutional? Can the President be called the President of Bharat where our country is concerned?
Actually, Article 52 says there shall be a President of India. So the President is called the President of India. That post is called President of India and not President of Bharat. That is the thing. So that post is known as the President of India. And that word India is used to distinguish the President of India from other types of president. So there can be a president of a foundation, can be president of Bharat Sevashrangam Ashram. I mean, that kind of thing. There can be presidents of any association. But here it is President of India. The word India is used, and therefore, I think if you use Bharat, President of Bharat, that is not the name of the President of India as per Article 52 of the Constitution.
So, Mr. Achary, correct me if I'm wrong, sir. You're technically saying that under Article 52 of the Indian Constitution, there is no term called the President of Bharat, and to use President of Bharat for the President of our country is unconstitutional.
Well, I'm not saying in violation or anything. I'm simply saying that it is not in accordance with Article 52.
All right. So, also now, the Constitution of India, where the preamble is concerned, says very clearly, India, that is Bharat. I want to ask you, PDT Achary, are these words interchangeable when we use them in official language? Can one replace the other, like in this case, or in other official communication?
No, actually, this word Bharat has not been used in any of the articles of the Constitution, except in the Hindi version of the Constitution, which is of course an authentic version, which was signed by all the members of the Constituent Assembly. There, of course, the word Bharat is used in Hindi, but in English, it is always India. And the Constitution does not use this word Bharat in the English version anywhere, except in clause 1, which says India, that is Bharat. So that is Bharat. It's more a descriptive kind of term. And that is probably why it has not been used in any part of the Constitution or in any article so far. So therefore, if you want to change the name of the country to Bharat and not India, then a constitution amendment will be required. Right?
I'll come back to that question again, Mr. PDT Achary. You're saying a constitutional amendment is required if you want to use Bharat instead of India. But there are also many legal experts, sir, especially also many from the BJP, the political debate aside, just the legal debate of it, argue that because Bharat finds mention in the preamble of the Constitution where it says India, that is Bharat. That means it is a part of the Constitution and Bharat can be used.
No, actually, see, the point is, as I said, in the Constitution, no article uses this word Bharat. No article. It is used only in Hindi, the Hindi version. So, if you use Bharat instead of India, then all these various articles will have to be amended, have to be changed. Now, if you want to change the name of India to Bharat, then you have to bring an amendment, and you can put in a clause there saying that hereafter India will be known as, or shall be known as Bharat or something. That can be done. Of course, nothing prevents Parliament from doing that. But with the existing provision, I don't think they will be able to switch over to or change to Bharat and not India at all.
So, Mr. Achary, under what we've discussed till now, sir, technically, what do you make of the President of India's invitation as the President of Bharat?
No, that's what I said. The President of India is the term which is used in Article 52. That means that particular post is known as President of India. So, President of Bharat is not used in the Constitution. Therefore, I say that President of Bharat is not in conformity with Article 52.
So, you're saying there is no post called the President of Bharat, so it's illegal in terms of technicality and legality of it. But if there is no constitutional amendment to change India to Bharat, then when Bharat is used, sir, in official documentation, can that be challenged, like in this invitation?
You see, I don't think that anybody will challenge it. But what I was saying was that it is not in conformity with Article 52. That is all. Whether somebody challenges it or not, I don't know. I can't say about that. The point is that the President of India is known as the President of India, not President of Bharat. That is the point which I was.
All right, PDT Achary, appreciate you for joining us. Thank you for laying it bare. And if one needs to use it in official language and officially change the name, with what we've gathered, that requires a constitutional amendment. And that, in turn, viewers, will require two-thirds majority, because the constitutional amendment would require a two-thirds majority if at all, that the government wants to change the name officially from India to Bharat. Then both houses, be it the lower or the upper house, the Rajya Sabha or the Lok Sabha, both houses will need two-thirds majority for the government to officially change that name, which, at least in Rajya Sabha, the government doesn't quite have it. Let's cut across right now to Aparajita Sarangi, who's going to give us the government and the BJP's point of view. National spokesperson and Lok Sabha MP, BJP. Mr. Parajita Sarangi, you just heard the constitutional expert there, and he says that invitation, ma'am, and you must have got the same invitation because you're a Lok Sabha MP by the President of the country. He says, and the constitutional experts believe, that under Article 52, there is no post called the President of Bharat. There is only a post called the President of India. Anything else, the usage of else, is illegal.
At the outset, let me tell you that Article 1 of the Constitution of India says, India, that is Bharat, shall be a union of states. There is India and there is Bharat in the Constitution. And when there is Bharat in the Constitution, what's wrong if the President of India invites everybody as President of Bharat? There is absolutely no problem. I don't know why these people, especially the people from the Congress, are crying hoarse. Don't they like the name Bharat? Are they anti-Bharat? Are they anti-Constitution? It seems so. You know, the other day, the Congress MLA, I would like to name her, Aradhana Mishra, in fact, stopped people in her Sabha when they said Bharat Mata Ki Jai. She wanted them to say Congress Zindabad. It's extremely unfortunate. How are these people behaving? See, Bharat is our identity. And India, this name had been given to our country by the Britishers because we are located near the Indus Valley. So the point is that if we shed our colonial hangover, if we eliminate the traces of slavery after so many years of independence, I think everybody in the country should rejoice. It's a time to celebrate. In fact, we should thank the President of India for having invited everybody as President of Bharat. We should be happy about it. Bharat Mata Ki Jai, Mera Bharat Mahan. I think these expressions, these words, fill us with a lot of pride and a lot of dignity. You remember when we changed the name of India Gate to Kartavya Path, Congress and other people had problems. When we changed the name of Race Course Road to Lok Kalyan Marg, these people had problems. So I think they suffer from a disease called cynicism. And They have just to oppose the Prime Minister and his government, and that is why they do like these kinds of things. There is absolutely no reason why they should be crying horse, because we have not said goodbye to the word
Okay.
India. Have we said that? Has the government taken a decision in this regard? No, not at all at this juncture. So I think let's not jump to conclusions.
But Ms. Sarangi, you know, the fact is it's not about renaming a road like you pointed out, renaming a marg, renaming a building, renaming even a state, madam, or a city. It's about renaming the country. It's very different, and where constitutional experts come in, especially because this requires or would require a constitutional amendment. You made it very clear that there is no call right now or an understanding that there is an attempt to change that name. But I'll come back right now to the invitation that was sent out, and I want to focus on that because the constitutional experts, ma'am, that we have spoken to have very clearly said, quoting Article 52 and saying that, listen, this is illegal. There is no post called the President of Bharat. As per India's constitution, there is only a President of India. That's the post.
I would definitely not like to comment on what the constitutional experts have to say. The fact remains that every Indian should be proud of the fact that he or she resides in Bharat. And Bharat, this word finds place in Vedic scriptures, in Mahabharata,
Okay.
in Ramayana. I think we all need to be proud of it. And to say that, you know, we should call ourselves Indians, we should say that we belong to India, is actually going by the colonial mindset. Aren't we? I mean, this is high time that we are out of this colonial hangover. And you remember on 15th of August on the ramparts of the Red Fort, Honorable Prime Minister gave a clarion call to the people of the country that it was high time that we eliminated the traces of slavery. We came out of it. So I think Bharat is our identity.
Okay.
Bharat is our country. And we should be proud of the fact that we belong to Bharat. We stay in Bharat.
But Ms. Sarangi, you know, also what the opposition is saying very clearly is that now you're very clear about the fact that the name India has gotten under your skin. You're spooked by the alliance.
Don't you think it is ridiculous? I think very recently, I think your channel, India Today Sea Voter Survey, in fact, carried out a poll, and we know what was the result. We are going beyond 306 seats in the Lok Sabha this time. There is no vacancy in the seat of the Prime Minister in 2024. And this is something written on the wall, and everybody in the country knows what's coming. So why should we be scared of all these people staying together? This kind of parade, which INDIA is doing, was done before 2014 election and also prior to 2019. So I don't think there is any need to worry. We know we are going to win. We know that we are with the people, and we know that people's blessings are
all right.
with the
Ms.
Prime
Sarangi,
Minister.
what about the fact that now the other charges that this is all following an RSS agenda? 2 days ago, you have Mr. Bhagwat who's come out and stated that Bharat is what India is, and, you know, possibly the name India needs to be shed.
See, I can only say that if you go for a very impartial poll at this juncture, people of the country would say that they would like to be called Bharatiya. It's a matter of pride. It's a question of our identity. You know, where does this word Bharat come from? It is named after King Bharat, who was the son of King Dushyant and Shakuntala. So I think we trace this word to Mahabharata. And I think every Indian would be proud of the fact. But then at the same time, I would say that there is absolutely no decision at this level to say goodbye to India. We are not aware of what the government has been contemplating. So I think will be very premature on my part to say that we say goodbye to India. No, not at all.